This, my friends, is a truly joyous day. This is a day that should be celebrated. The Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade. This is... I don't know about you, but it's hard for me to even wrap my mind around the fact that this has happened, that this is reality. It's insane that we are alive to see this. 49 years, Roe v. Wade was the law of the land, and it's gone. It is gone. One of the things, you can clap all you want. One of the things that I was thinking as I was pulling this around in my mind today is I was thinking that number, 49 years, is really significant. I was at the March for Life in January, and there was a lot of talk, a lot of speculation, a lot of questions about, will this be the last March for Life? Will this be the last time that we get together to protest this egregious Supreme Court ruling? Will the Supreme Court have overturned this? And I thought to myself, it's hard for us, especially as young conservatives, to think about what 49 years means, because this has been a multi-generational fight to overturn Roe v. Wade. And the takeaway from this little musing that I had this afternoon was this ought to encourage us as young conservatives, as those who are going to be holding the reins of the conservative movement and the Republican Party for the next generation. It will be you and I who are deciding what our country will be and which direction we will turn, whether we will continue to be the greatest nation the world has ever known or whether we will not. That is our responsibility, that's our duty, that's our burden, that's our privilege. And I thought, this tells us, the Supreme Court overturning Roe v. Wade after 49 years tells us that the culture wars matter. There's a segment of the conservative movement and the Republican Party that don't want to touch social issues. They don't want to touch abortion. They don't want to touch the transgender ideology. They don't want to touch critical race theory. They just want to be lower taxes, foreign policy guys. They want to stay away from the uncomfortable topics. And this is dead wrong. And it's been proved today that we as young people have this desire for instant gratification, right? When we start fighting a fight, we think, okay, we're going to push back against critical race theory, and we want it banned next month. We want to push back against transgender ideology, queer theory in schools, and we want it banned tomorrow. We don't want to see this. We don't want to see this continue even until the end of the year. And I thought, there have been pro-life activists who have been spending 49 years fighting and praying and working at the legislative level for this. And if this doesn't show us, if this doesn't energize us and help us create the stamina to fight these culture wars, even when these fights are half a century, then I don't know what does.